Hmm. All right. Okay, guys, I'm coming to you live from Nature's Daughter and Empress Goddess Energy 1111. I came to you live from both earlier during a collective reading. However, Empress Goddess did not make it through to the end because I kept having technical difficulties. This is not going to be the same reading. Obviously, it's going to be a completely different one. However, we're going to tap into see what zodiac we're going to do. Okay, we're going to do a zodiac reading. I did not go to the back and get the zodiac cards that I pulled earlier this week. We're just going to do another pull for today. And I'm going to use my Moonology deck. And if we don't pull one of the four that I've already done, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, or Leo, then we'll go ahead and do the reading from here. Okay? So I'm just going to give you guys a chance to get into the room. This may not be a very long reading because I don't know what time my husband's getting off work. It looks like he's going to be getting off work late again. So that being said, let's get into this reading. Oh, okay. First of all, this is for adults only. If you are under 18, please leave the room violently. I am not going to be responsible for anyone's children. That's not what I'm here to do. I don't babysit. Um, Also, if you guys are interested in donating, tipping, or supporting my channel, please use my Cash App, Nature's Daughter 1976. Please do not do the super thanks or super chat right now because I won't see that for over a month. Jamie Rodrigo Tupanta, hello. I hope I said your name correctly. And it looks like I'm already having difficulties. Looks like I'm already having technical difficulties over on the Empress Goddess energy channel. So if it gets crazy, feel free to come over to my Nature's Daughter channel. I have less issues over here than I do with the Empress Goddess channel. But welcome. And if you are new, if you are returning, welcome back. And thank you so much for joining me with your energy and your time. You could have chosen anyone, but you chose me and I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Fogo de Artificio. Uh, Leah Cuta Icon. Hello. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Portugal? You're from Portugal? Awesome. I literally, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Scorpio. Did we do Scorpio? I don't think we did. All right, so it's Scorpio. That's who came out. Thank goodness. A Time for Healing. Balsamic Moon. Wow, look at that. A Time for Healing. Okay, you're from Pakistan? Awesome. That's what's up. See, we got people from all over the place. I had someone come in from India earlier on my earlier read in Sudan. We had Germany. We had one country that he never did tell me where he was from. I'm not sure exactly where he was coming in from. But it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So this is a Scorpio reading, guys. Let's get into the Scorpio reading. Get into it, yeah! Scorpio time. It's Scorpio time. And a time for healing in the balsamic moon. I'm telling you, it is a time for healing. I know for a fact it's a time for healing. You know why? Because that's what I'm going through. I'm healing. Literally healing from cancer. A new start is coming in the new moon. Wow, I love this deck. It's awesome. Yep. I'm on it today, guys. I'm tapped in. Wow. And then the other Scorpio card came out. Work through your fears. New moon and Scorpio. This is absolutely a Scorpio reading because Scorpio came out twice. Okay? So, we're releasing. It's time to release negativity in the full moon for Scorpio, and the new moon for Scorpio is work through your fears. And that was for the collective earlier today. Work through your fears. Do not live your life in fear. Don't let fear guide you. Don't let fear run you. Okay? Because fear, it's nothing but a stepping stone to move forward on. Okay? 22-2 on the chat. And Empress God is awesome. Look at all these great angel numbers. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. Hi, Sierra. Thank you so much. Oh, no, that's not Sierra. That's Cara. I love your name. Thank you. I'm thankful that you love my videos. Thank you. I love that. A new start is coming in the new moon. I love this card. I truly do love this card. Hi, Tipsy Spirit. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's been good. Blessings to you all. Oh, it is Sierra? Okay, cool. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, awesome. Well, blessings to you. Blessings to all of you. I hope you guys are having a very blessed day. I hope everything is going in your favor. I really do, man. It just feels like great things are coming our way, you know? I just feel like the world is, we're going through transition, right? But we're going to come out on top in the end, right? Um, Vaguely. I vaguely know what Fortnite is. It's a game, right? I've never played it. Awesome. I'm glad to hear you graduated, Tipsy Spirit. That's a wonderful accomplishment. Congrats to Tipsy Spirit for graduating. Yeah. And you said you've been taking care of your cat. Oh, I totally understand. My nephew has a cat, and he just acquired a puppy about 3 months ago. He got the puppy, and the puppy's taking over the downstairs, and the cat's taking over the upstairs. I was like, well, that's what's up. You know, when you have animals, when you have furry babies, they tend to take a control over portions of your home. So I was like, you better get used to that. Hi, Lester Cruz. All right, guys. So I used the Moonology deck to pull our zodiac sign. So it is a Scorpio reading. I will change that in the heading of this video, but I won't be able to do that until after I upload, after I finish recording the live. Can't really edit it during the live. All right, so let's get into this reading. First of all, let's tap into what's the vibe. Let's see who the haters are, right? Karmics, third parties, lessons learned. So we've learned our lesson about these karmics and how awesome they can be, because they show themselves, and then we get to remove ourselves from their havoc on us. Yeah. So thank you, karmic, for being who you are. Thank you for showing your face and letting that mask slip off. We need that to happen. We can see who you truly are, right? All right. So goddess energy. I know we're having issues over here, so if it gets too bad, go on over to my Nature's Daughter account. It's a little better. Yeah. But yeah, third party haters, lessons learned, right? Third party haters, lessons learned, karmics. We love our karmics for the lessons that we learn, because we get to the blessing on the other side, and then guess what? We ascend to the next stage in life because we don't have those karmics wreaking havoc in our lives anymore. Family, blood ties, inner circle, because that's what we're here to do. Create a family of blood ties and an inner circle of love and light, right? That's what we're here to do. So let's do that. Let's be the change that we want to see in others, right? And balance pieces, because that's what we're here to do. Vibe go high the barrel can't even reach our feet, right? Because we're not here to succumb to all the low vibrations of this world. We're here to vibrate high, learn lessons, get to the lessons on the other side, and continue to ascend. You stay on that high vibrational frequency so that you can continue to reap the benefits of life, so that you're not sitting here going through hell unnecessarily. Sipping, rumors, gossip, nosy. We don't have time for tea time because we're adults. We're adulting. We don't have time to sit and gossip about what someone else is or is not doing. We don't care, right? If it's not positive, if it's not on the up and up from the Most High, we don't care what's going on. Okay. Okay, so that champ, this is way too many, and we're not going to accept it. That's just too many. We're going to shuffle those back in, and we're going to start anew because we're not accepting those. Looks like Empress Goddess is just not working out today, and it's because of this phone. It's having a hard time connecting to the Wi-Fi. And I hope I'm not choppy or lagging over here on Nature's Daughter. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the Empress Goddess hookup because it's just not working out. We're going to see if it keeps trying to reconnect. I'm going to go ahead and end the Empress Goddess because it keeps trying to reconnect to the Wi-Fi at here, and it's just having a hard time. So I had to end the earlier recording early as well because of it, but it basically kicked me out earlier. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. Let me get my fan going. It's a little warm in here. Alrighty. So let's see if we got anything else in this deck for this reading. One at a time, please. No more than two. I don't want five. Soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. So you got love coming into your life, Scorpio. Be open and ready to receive that love, right? Some of you will get a soulmate, some of you will get a twin flame, but if you start off in friendship and make sure that that person's your best friend, you can't lose, right? Romantic partner. So it looks like you got some good stuff coming your way. Don't let someone from the past come in and make you think that they're that person. This person is completely new. It's not going to be someone that you already know. And if it is someone that you already know, it's not going to be someone that you've already had romantic dealings with, okay? Laughter, happiness, joy, healing. Yep. Because laughter is food for the soul. Seriously. You got to find a way to laugh through the pain. Because sometimes things are going to happen that are so painful, all you can do is laugh about it. And know that it's going to be better. It's going to get better eventually or right away, but it will get better. Okay? But find a way to laugh through the pain. Because sometimes that's all you can do. Recharge, breathe, let go. Clear your mind. Fill your cup up and let it flow. Okay? Because it's time for you to take care of you first before you go and take care of anyone else. You can't help other people with an empty cup. And if your cup has holes in it, how are you going to help anyone else? Right? So think about that. Think about that. And third-party haters, lessons learned came up again. And guess what came up right behind it? Two-faced, double-life cheater, backstabber. And guess what came up behind that? Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. Yeah, because that's all this person is bringing you. It's junk. They want thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. They're on something that you have left behind a long time ago, if you ever were even into it. You've healed through all of the pain of your past, so you're not hurting yourself in an effort to fix yourself, you know? You're not self-medicating. You're getting to the nitty-gritty. You're doing the shadow work. You're doing the spiritual work that you need to do to heal yourself completely the right way so it doesn't come back to haunt you later. You're setting boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough. Defend yourself. Yeah, set those boundaries nice and firm. That's a part of self-care. Take care of yourself and don't let people come into your world and make you shift your boundaries because they're showing you disrespect if they don't respect your boundaries. Period. Anybody that tries to push the line of your boundary does not respect you. Get rid of them. Blocked. Moved on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. That came out in the earlier reading for the collective. So you blocked someone that does not deserve to be in your world. You made the right decision. So that's part of that boundary. Keep that boundary up, okay? Because it's there to protect you. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic success. Continue to stay hopeful and optimistic because you will be successful in everything you stick your toe in. Losini? Oh, thank you. Hi, I hope you're having a very blessed day. And healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. Yes. Make sure you are praying and meditating every day, all day. Because that does nothing but help you. Okay? It helps you heal from your mind, body, and spirit, right? So that you can go out there and be the change that you want to see in others. So that you can be positive and rise to that frequency to receive greatness, right? You being protected by Archangel Michael. I told you guys that earlier. That was during the collective reading, but it's obviously obvious that you, Scorpio, are truly being protected by Archangel Michael. Protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention, making sure nothing that's out here trying to hurt you will hurt you because you're not supposed to be hurt. You're supposed to be saved so that you can help save the world, help heal the world. So get into it, yeah? Get into the healing of it all. Exhausted, burnt out, burdened, empty. That's what this person is going through. This narcissistic person, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. They're not fragile. They're breakable because of what they're doing. If you're out here trying to hurt people, you got to know it's going to come back to you at some point. You're not going to continue to be able to hurt people forever. It's going to come back. Everything you do comes back. It's called karma, right? Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. You're about to embark on a great relationship. It's not going to be like anything you've ever experienced before, Scorpio. So get ready to love and love hard. Enjoy that love, okay? Try to love without attachment, though, okay? The love without attachment is the best love. Because once you attach yourself to something or someone, it's hard to let go when it's time to. And nothing is forever. It doesn't matter if that's the only person you're supposed to be with. At some point, one of you or both of you are going to pass away. Even if it's at different times or together, at some point, it's going to end. So you got to be ready for it. And you got to make sure it doesn't tear you apart when it does. Vacate, get away, relax, have fun. Make sure you're enjoying life. Make sure you're not just working. Make sure you take time out for yourself and your family. Remember why you work so hard. It's for the family that you love so much, right? It doesn't take long for it to get cold. It's really cold today. It's really not that warm, but the sun is like shining through my truck and it's making it a little warm in here. I'm not going to make this reading very long, guys. I did say I wanted to come back and do a Zodiac reading, but I can see that the Wi-Fi is acting up and I don't want you guys to lose out on a good reading because of the Wi-Fi situation. So I'm not going to make it very long. I'm going to make it kind of short and sweet. Plus, I'm getting really tired. These readings take a lot out of me, and I'm trying to get back on track because the situation that I'm in right now, I'm trying to stay on top of my game no matter what, because I feel like because I'm going through this homeless situation that people are they see what I'm going through and they're trying to double up on their black magic to make sure that I'm unable to do what I need to do. But I've been working hard at trying to make sure I get up every day and do a reading or two. Okay, especially if I have time to do two. I like to do two because I don't know if I'll be able to do it the next day, you know. Scorpio, been all positive and great. That's great. That's great. And you know what? It's not always that way, so yeah. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. There's always something that can make a good day bad if you let it, right? But For me, when people send me chaos, I just clear it away. Like I pray for discernment, I pray for guidance and wisdom, peace and clarity, right? And I get that. And when people send me chaos, I'm praying for clarity and discernment, so it doesn't affect me the same way. So I don't tell people that they need to return to sender, but that's what I do. I return all black magic to sender, and I pray for their healing. But I send it back to them because you need to know what you're sending me, right? Why would you send me upheaval and chaos into my life? Why would you want to? Why do you want that karma? Because anything you send to me is going to come back to you tenfold. So maybe you should be trying to send me something more positive so you can get tenfold of positivity back in return instead of negativity. If you're always spewing out negativity, you got to know that that's your karma. It's coming back tenfold. But if you're spewing out positivity and high vibrations, that's what you're going to get in return. So make sure you're giving out what you want in return, right? That's what I say. All right, let's get to another deck because I'm not going to make this long. I all of a sudden feel really exhausted. I feel really exhausted. I'm not going to lie. What deck do I want to use? I think we're going to use the Forest deck. Forest Tarot cards. I was saying earlier that I may stop showing my decks because I noticed that this other reader, all of her readings are starting to sound exactly like mine because she's buying all of the decks that I buy. So, and she's like, you can make it seem like we're getting the same energy. I already did Neba or Neba. I already did Capricorn. It's about 4 videos back. I did Capricorn first. So if you want to go back a few videos, you'll see Capricorn. It's fairly new. Yeah. I'm a Capricorn too. So I cut the cards on here and we got 3 of Cups. You need to have some fun, Scorpio. And the Chariot. Your chariot awaits. Great things are coming your way, Scorpio. You just need to be ready for it. You need to open yourself up to receive it too, because I feel like a lot of people out here are so used to things being chaotic or just karmic people coming in and disrupting their lives that they're just sitting there waiting for bad things to happen. Stop waiting for bad things to happen, right? What you think and what you say, you cultivate that into your life. So if you're always thinking negatively or thinking that bad things are going to happen to you, then you're going to make bad things happen in your world. You're going to create bad things in your right now today, right? If you are thinking that nothing but positive things are coming your way, then positive things will happen for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. 7 of Pentacles. Yep, because your Pentacles coming in. I love this deck, by the way. But thank you so much, Tipsy Spirit. I really appreciate that. I don't really concern myself with her like that, but what I don't want is someone taking my reading and putting their spin on it and adding some low vibrations to it, you know? Because I know that some readers are really not that nice, and I'd hate for them to take my words and hurt other people with it, you know, turn it dark. That's all. But I did notice that she's buying all of the decks that I buy so that her readings can sound like mine because she's getting me information from the same cards. But it doesn't really matter because I read cards differently than most people do, right? And what I'd like is for everyone to just be who you are. Tap into your gift, you know? This person actually did inspire me at some point. So it's kind of like at one point she inspired me to get out there and do what I really wanted to do, right? But she really inspired me because I don't like the way she treats people. And I said I wanted to make sure that I didn't treat people the way she does. I want to make sure that the people that come to watch me feel supported and not talked down to, you know? And that's my thing. I want to support you guys. A lot of times people come to me with some really heartfelt questions, and I will stop my reading and answer them because I get it. And I can tell, you know, when they really need that information for them to have a better day. I will stop and answer their questions. But sometimes people just come in here and they just pound me over the head with, give me a free reading, give me a free reading. And it's like, this is a free reading. This is your free reading. So enjoy it, you know, because it's great energy. Seven of Pentacles, because your pentacles are coming in. And you got to know that all of your hard work, it will always pay off. It may not pay off exactly when you want it to, but it's going to pay off. God never leaves a miracle out there to not land where it's supposed to, right? The Most High knows your address. It hasn't forgotten your address, right? That call that you got, it wasn't a conference call. It was a one-on-one call between you and the Most High. So know that your blessing is for you and nobody can take it from you, okay? And don't let anybody tell you any different, okay? Because they will. They'll try. Don't let them. You know what? Let's shuffle that up a little bit more. Okay, at the bottom, we got the Devil card. And then the Ace of Wands on the cut. So you know what that tells me? You're magical. And what do they say? When you're favored by the Most High, guess who else you're favored by? The devil. Because they want to take you from the Most High. They want to test you. And it also means that, and look at this devil. This devil looks different than most of them. Right? Thank you so much, Tipsy Spirit. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that compliment. I really do. That was awesome. Thank you. But yeah, Ace of Wands, you are magical and you are tapped into the gifts that the Most High have given you. But the devil sees that too and is trying to test you. So make sure whenever you come across a situation where it just feels bleak and there's endless turmoil, you stop and pray. Don't lose your faith, no matter what. I'm homeless right now, guys. I haven't lost my faith. I have not lost my faith. You know why? Because this too shall pass. It's a test of faith. It's a test to make sure that I believe in the Most High. And I know the Most High will pull me out of any situation that is not for me. This situation was here to protect me. And most people wouldn't see it that way, right? But I can see the things that I've been protected from. And I'm like, whoa, whoa. Like being here in my truck, living in my truck. Well, me and my man living in his truck because my truck was taken. All kind of stuff has happened to me, but I'm not giving up, right? You know why? Because things seem more bleak when you're right before your miracle, before your blessing comes, right? It seems so bleak right before. I just beat cancer 4 months ago. Yeah, walking miracle right here. Yep. God did not save me from cancer just to leave me out here to die. You know? No. I'm going to beat this too. I won't be homeless for long. But this homeless situation did humble me, right? It was a fear of mine, and now I'm not afraid of it. Right? So now my decisions are not fear mongered. Like, oh God, I just got to make sure I don't end up homeless, right? Because that's not the end of the world, right? It's not. And I just know that everything's going to be so much better than it was before. You know, everything's going to be great. And I'm not afraid anymore. Yep. Because I know I'm protected. I know I'm protected. So it's all good. Don't have to worry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Tricest. I appreciate that. You said that was inspirational. I appreciate that. You didn't have to take your message back. I didn't see you at first there, but hi. Thank you guys. Thank all of you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate your time and energy, guys. But yeah, you got the Ace of Wands. You are magical. God blessed you with a talent. Okay, we all have gifts, but God has blessed you with a supreme talent. The devil wants to take it from you. Wants to see if you really believe in that talent that God gave you. Yep. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. And the Ace of Pentacles. And this is, it's right when you realize the people that were trying to take pentacles from you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Trizest. I appreciate that. And thank you so much, Tipsy Spirit. I appreciate that. I know that this too shall pass. But the Six of Pentacles was there to let you know that that fight that you were going through, the people trying to take your pentacles from you, it's not going to work. Your pentacles are your pentacles. Nobody can take them from you. These pentacles are coming from the Most High. Ace of Pentacles. No one can take that from you. Period. It's yours. Okay? They think you're a fool, but you're not. You know why? Because you're being guided by the Most High. So no, you're not a fool. You see things for what they truly are. You're wearing the goggles. And you can't take them off, but you can't force anybody else to wear them. The goggles of truth, right? And people don't understand you because they can't see through those goggles. You can't force them to wear them either. And they're going to wear them when they're ready, when they wake up. And until they do, you just got to go on, baby boo, and release them to figure it out. The world. You have the whole wide world in your hands, and everything you touch turns to gold. So just know that you are blessed in a way that most people are not, right? Don't let it go to your head, though. Stay humble. But you are blessed. Temperance. The scales of justice will be tipped in your favor, and it is a time for you you're called to stay balanced at this time. So make sure you're keeping yourself grounded and humble, because a lot of things are going to come your way. A lot of people, places, and things are going to come your way. And you got to use your discernment as to who needs to stay and who needs to go. Right? Love on yourself. Loving on yourself isn't just, going to the spa and eating good. It's about how you think of yourself, how you speak of yourself, how you speak, period. How you treat other people, right? How you act when no one's watching. Do you act with integrity at all times? Think about that. Yeah. What else? Ooh, what's that? Four of Pentacles. Because you know people are trying to take them from you. Even though they can't, it's making you see things differently. You're starting to see people's masks slip off because they're so hungry for your pentacles. People will go the extra mile to try to take what's yours instead of going the extra mile to try to make something happen for themselves. Like, cultivate that energy into your own world so that you can get what you want out of life instead of trying to take what I have in life, right? Why are you trying to take from me when you can just get it for yourself, right? You don't need to take mine. Mine is mine, you know? You got your own stuff going on. Are you serious? That's not my business. Let me stop. It's not my business. Yep. I see a lot of things sitting here. And I'm minding my own business. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep minding my own business. It's a lot that goes on in this small town that I would not expect to go on in Texas. Honestly. But it is what it is. I just find a lot of this stuff that I'm seeing quite comical. The Empress. Yep. You are magical. You have got gifts that are out of this world. Out of this world. Do you hear me? You got to tap into it. Whoop. Tap into your gift, baby boo. And call your power back. Don't let these people take your power and hoard it for themselves. It's yours. You're going to need it. You're going to need it for this next stage in life. You cut cords with and release everyone and everything that no longer serves your greater purpose. Okay? Because you're here to do great things, and you're going to need all of your power to hone in on your gift so that you can do what you came here to do. So you can continuously ascend. Learn the lesson, get to the blessing, vibrate high enough to get to that frequency of receiving and ascend to the next stage in life. Meanwhile, you're releasing all the people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Yep. And it's okay, because that's what you're supposed to do. Now, guys, this reading is not going to resonate with everyone and it's not supposed to. So don't make it fit your life if it doesn't. If it resonates with you, then it's for you. If it doesn't, leave it for someone else to appreciate. The Empress. Lead in your Empress energy. Okay? Stay in your Empress energy and your High Priestess energy and your Goddess energy. Because when you're vibrating high, then no one can touch you with negativity. It won't even reach you because you're up here with it, right? You're ascending to be closer to the Most High. You're listening to your intuition, Scorpio, right? Because you understand what's going on. You're dealing with your shadow self. You're doing the work for the healing of your mind, body, and spirit, right? Because you want to be the best you can be while you're here in this flesh bag, right? So you want to make sure that what you're doing is not only cultivating a better world for you, but for everyone around you. And that's a beautiful thing, right? So you keep doing what you're doing because you're great. You're out here trying to help people be the best version of themselves. Congrats to you. Yes, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. If I mind my business, I can stay out of trouble. And I have been doing that. This guy was walking around he had his hood open and his battery was sitting out and he kept hooking up his battery cables. And I saw the same guy get a jump yesterday. He kept looking over here. I had my door open over here just to get a little breeze to come in. He kept trying to look in here and I closed my door and lock. Mm-mm. I will help people with car trouble when my man is here. And if it was a woman, I would help her. No problem. But I don't talk to men or help men with car trouble. Not by myself. No. That's a recipe for getting kidnapped. You know, I'm good. And where I live, a lot of women get kidnapped and trafficked from here. Yeah. Yeah, I live very close to Route 66. And yeah, no, thank you. I'm not going to be on the traffic list. I was thinking like, who would want to traffic me? I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 in a couple months. My husband was like, baby, you look good. Don't nobody know you about to be 50. You know, he was like, yeah, so no, don't put yourself in a position where, because one day we were walking at night and this guy and this girl was just, no, was it at night? No, it wasn't even at night. It was during the day, but they act like they were about to like attack me. He kept staring, looking back. She kept staring, looking back. He was like, you see that right there? He was like, now watch that vehicle. Let's see what they do. They literally pulled up into the parking lot next to the hotel that we were staying at and pulled up at a store over there and turned around and just faced us and kept watching us. I was like, whoa, that creeped me out. He was like, yeah, baby. He was like, what they would do is come over here. And if you were by yourself, they would beat the hell out of you and drag your ass in the car and take you with them and drug you, and if they thought they could take me, they would try to take me on too and take you with them, like, and probably, rid the world of me. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. I don't know. I guess I don't think like that. I'm thinking like, I know that I'm about to be 50 and I know I don't look like some super young girl. Why would anybody be thinking about trafficking me? He was like, you are a prime woman to be trafficked, because because of your age, because you still look good. And I was just like, oh God, just to think about that, it's scary. And it's also scary how thirsty these girls are here in Texas. These girls, this girl, one day we were out, and I keep telling the story because it was a scary situation for me to think about how desperate these girls are and how they put themselves in danger. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We DoorDashed in the late hours because that's when most people were like, nah, I'm not getting out to go get food, but I'm starving, right? So we make a lot of money between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. because there's a lot of people that just don't want to drive, or they're not right to drive. They might be a little tipsy or high or whatever they're going through. They don't want to drive, and we get to, go get their food for them and make a little money on the side. So we were out doing that. And this girl was like, just kept racing us. And I was like, what the hell? Is she trying to race me? I was in my truck at that time. And she pulled up next to us and started rolling her window down and smiling. I rolled my window down and held my water up. I said, are you thirsty, hon? I said, you're acting real thirsty right now. I was like, this is how women get kidnapped and never seen from again, never heard from again. Go home before something happens to you. Seriously. I'm not threatening you, but I'm telling you, you just pulled up on a car with a man and a woman that's in a relationship. Imagine if we were a group of men. You're looking for some penis for the night, right? What if you never made it home? Because you're looking for something for the night. Is it really worth it? You could get yourself hurt while you're sitting here trying to chase down a man at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, you obviously you were at the club and it just didn't work out. You couldn't find anybody, so you're out here combing the streets looking for a guy. Come on, girl, go home before your family is out looking for you, trying to figure out. Saying she would never. Yeah, well, some people just don't know their family members because they're out here acting thirsty and they're putting themselves in situations where they can truly get hurt. Nobody's thinking. I don't know why people don't think like that. But then my husband said the same thing. I don't know why you're not thinking like that. Even though it's daytime and you're with me, you just got to be careful. Watch your surroundings at all times. Because where I live is like everywhere we've always lived, except for one place we were right by a highway. So somebody could snatch me and just jump on the highway, never to be seen again. Right? And that's how it would have been. It could have been for that girl trying to chase us down, thinking she's going to get a man tonight. You're not about to get this man. This man belongs to me. This is my man. First of all. Second of all, why would you want to just ride up on a strange man and try to take him home? Come on. You got to have more respect for yourself than that, I don't know what's going on and what's happening along the generations, but it seems like the specialness of a woman's flower has just... You know what? Kevin Hart said it, and Think Like a Man. He said, the pussy stock has plummeted. He said those words, and I was like, you so vulgar. But he was right. A woman's vagina is not special anymore because most women are just giving it away. Here you go. You can have it. No problem. You don't have to work for it. Right? That's my point, Tipsy. That's my point, Tipsy Spirit. What if we were traffickers looking for women? Traffickers ride with women in the car too. Yeah. A lot of times they send the girl inside Walmart to follow women with their children. You think because you got a kid, they won't snatch you and your child? They'll snatch you and your child so that they can have your child somewhere where they're basically telling you, you got to do what I say or you'll never see your kid again. I mean, all this stuff, I've seen this stuff happen in movies before. It happens in real life. Where do you think they get it from in the movies? They're not making this stuff up. This is true life. And they've been doing it for a long time. It's just getting more and more prevalent. So I don't know. I'm just not, I've never been desperate for that type of attention. So it's sad. You are so right. You are so right, Trizest. Age don't mean enough. Don't mean nothing. They don't care about age. They care about product. So, and they can't look at you and tell what age you are, for the most part. Because some people age gracefully and some people just don't age until they get to a certain point. I've seen people that look the same 20 years later, and it's like, dude, how are you still looking like you're 20 and you're 45? What you been eating? What you been drinking and eating that got you looking so young or stopped your progress of aging? And then they hit a certain point in life and then all the age catches up to them, I've seen that with certain guys. Guys, you guys are so freaking lucky. You age so like fine wine. Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my God. Ooh, don't get me started on that one. That one was crazy. Ooh, that was crazy. Did you hear about the story of the young guy that he killed? That boy was like 16 years old, that Latin boy. It was so horrific. He got away from Dahmer. Ran down the street with blood coming from his butt. Ran into the police, and Dahmer talked the police into letting him get that boy back, and he still killed that boy. What the hell? Talking about weird lovers having a spat, and the police was like, didn't want to touch it, and left him there. He was an underage kid. They should have helped him. He was sick between 14 or he was either 14 or 16. Yeah. And the whole Jeffrey Dahmer situation was just because he didn't want to admit that he was gay. You didn't want to admit that you were gay, so you started killing and eating your men? What the heck? Like the thought process behind what people were doing, you just don't know. You know? You just don't know. Absolutely. Absolutely tries this. You know, I'm always trying to help other people no matter what. Like I said earlier, when I get a food box, there's a couple people that I know that are more homeless than me. That at least we do have a truck to live in. These people don't have anything to live in. I see them sleeping on the sidewalk. I always share my food in my food box with the people around here that I see. If I see somebody less fortunate than me, I'm going to share what I have with them. You know, because I know it can be, no matter what you're going through, it can always be worse. Always. You know, this is my rock bottom, but that doesn't mean it couldn't get a little lower. You know, I don't want it to. There's no need for that, you know? So, because I still have responsibilities. I still got my doggies. I got my fur babies. They right there in the back. They gonna be right here with me. Little teeny weeny gonna sleep on my chest. Teeny weeny is not small, y'all. When I say she's smaller than King. They're red-nosed pit and Doberman mix, so think about what that looks like. She's teeny weeny compared to him, but she's not that small. She's heavy. She's cock diesel. She's more pit and he's more Doberman. But oh, when I tell you that girl is heavy, she is heavy. She was laying on me today, and I was like, "Get off my knee! You hurting me, girl." She laid on my chest, and I was like, "Wait, but let's scoot you down just a little bit. I need." Couldn't breathe. But I love my babies, you know. At one point, I was thinking we were going to have to give them away because I felt like we weren't going to be able to afford them. And I don't want them to suffer because I can't feed them. And this lady saw us that day and she was like, she walked up to us and she gave us $40 and said, go get your dog some food and go feed yourself. Keep your dogs. Don't get rid of them. They're not going to go anywhere anyway. Because the guy that wanted them so bad, he walked up and opened the door and they both looked at him like, hi, wait, what are you doing? I was like, you know what? I don't know if they will go with anybody else. I was like, I don't think they will. I don't think we can give them away at this point. They are our babies and they don't know other people. So, you know, I got to keep my babies. I got to make sure they stay safe and I got to take care of them because they don't know anybody else. I'm their mama. I've had them since they were 5 weeks old. King could fit in he was the runt. When I first got them, she was the big one and he was the small one. He could fit in the palm of my hand. And she was like 2.5 times bigger than him. She was his pillow. He used to just cuddle up to her like, Sissy, I love you. And one day, we had them separated. One day he came in the room and he was bigger than her. You should have seen the look on her face. It was so funny. I wish I had recorded it. She looked at him. She was like, when did you get bigger than me? It was so cute. And from that point on, he just kept growing and getting taller and skinnier and taller. I was like, okay. So she's going to be short and cocky, and he's going to be tall and thin. And that's how they are right now. He's like twice her size and height, and he's skinny and tall, and she's short and thick. And they just spoiled as hell. And they're both about that life when it comes to protecting me. Both of us, but especially me. They get real antsy when it comes to me. But whenever my husband leaves and they know he's coming back, they're like, my boy is looking for him like where'd daddy go? Where's my daddy? You're not my daddy. Why are you coming close to my truck? I don't like it. You know, he's on it. But Teeny Weenie, she'll buck up to anybody when it comes to me. When her brother started moving this morning, she looked up like, who is that? I said, that's bro. It's okay. She's looking at me like, are you sure? Okay. Because I'll get anybody for my mommy, you know. So I love my babies. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I try to be the change that I want to see in others. I'm not perfect, you know. I'm not always happy, joy. Sometimes I'm like, it's hard for me to be happy through all the stuff that I'm going through. Sometimes I just feel the weight of the world on my shoulders, and then I have to cry it out, let that emotion get out of me, and move forward and realize that it's going to be okay. You know, this too shall pass. Life is not always what you want it to be, but it can get there. You know, you just got to have faith. And I know that, like I said, God did not save me from cancer and all the things that I've been through in life just to let me die here. So I know I'm going to be okay. And I just got to have faith that that's how it's going to end up. I will be fine, you know? And I truly believe that. You know, it's not just me talking. I truly believe that I'm going to be fine. Hello, Moto. All right, that's hubby calling. Hold on. All right, guys, I was about to wrap this up, but I really got to go. I got to go pick up my husband's check for him. So thank you guys for joining me. Hi, Dre Blue. I really appreciate you guys for joining me today. I'm going to go and take care of this business for my husband, and you guys have a very blessed day, okay? I'll come back and do another reading probably tomorrow because I've done two today and I'm kind of wiped out. So I will get back with you guys tomorrow, and until then, just have a blessed day and take care of yourselves and each other. Absolutely. See you later. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Tipsy Spirit. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. Stay positive, okay? And stay warm and toasty because it's freezing where I'm at. Woo! It's going to be a freeze warning tonight, and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay? So just stay warm and cozy, guys. If anybody wants to tip, donate, or support my channel, please do it through Nature's Daughter 1976 on my Cash App. Have a very